We sold our house on the edge of town and sold my business in order to start our new journey and buy 20 acres of rural, undeveloped land to try our hand at homesteading. With zero experience, we are planting, growing, harvesting, preserving, raising livestock, building our home ourselves, beekeeping, homeschooling, really everything homestead you can think of, we are trying. We invite you to come alongside us in this learning adventure. If this interests you, which I pray it does, please subscribe to our channel and do please interact with us. We can all learn from each other. Hello campers, my name is Lee with Camphomesteadacres, and today I'm going to be painting our master bedroom. This is the very next morning from the previous video where I primed the ceiling and the walls. If you missed that video, I will link it in the description box below. But today we are going to be getting this master bedroom painted. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button. It sure helps my small channel out a whole lot. And if you haven't already and you do like this kind of content, I'd love to have you hang out for the long haul. Subscribe, it's free to you, and again, I would love to have you as part of the family. But come on and let's get this room painted. Okay, so first I want to apologize of all of the background noise that you are potentially going to hear during this voiceover. I am down in the living room, and that is where my children are during the day, obviously, and my son is being very active and vocal. So just bear with me. I guess I can't apologize because they're my children, and I absolutely love them, especially when Leo is being very vocal, because he has good and bad days, and when he is vocal, he's having a great day, and therefore I do not mind. But hopefully you guys don't either. But in this video, as you know, I am painting the master bedroom, and I know that I say this in a lot of the videos, but I'm so excited. I am so excited because nothing pulls a room together more than a coat of paint, in my opinion. I'm so excited. This coat of paint will make it feel more complete, even though we don't have our flooring down yet. It's still going to feel that much closer to the homestead being done. Again, we still have many things to do around on the homestead, and also homestead doesn't stop for anything, so we just have to take projects little bits at a time, because now we are prepping for the spring, so we have to pull away from building so much and turn our attention to the garden and planting the seeds and our greenhouse and all of that. So we're trying to do things here and there. We had to do an entire garden build, so we're having to build the raised beds. So it's just taking a lot longer than just going out and tilling our ground and throwing some seeds in. We're germinating first, and we don't have a technical green room, but we are using our spare room that's not finished being built yet. We're using that as our greenhouse currently. And then we're building raised beds. As you've heard in a previous video, in case our homestead floods again, we have to build raised beds to give our garden a chance if flood waters do come rushing through. Hopefully that'll prevent the waters from taking our entire garden with it. So we're doing that out of free pallets we found online and fallen cedar trees. We had a huge windstorm the other day, and it blew down some dead cedar trees, so we're going to use those cedar trees to complete the raised bedding. T said that using the cedar wood is actually a lot easier than pulling pallets apart and building it from free pallets. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm stopping right now to switch gears and start rolling, I don't want to keep moving furniture around, and I've got a big piece of furniture over here and my rat cage that go up against this wall. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this wall so I can move all of the furniture that needs to go on this wall there, so I can stop moving at least those two big pieces of furniture and then finish cutting in and rolling the rest of the room. So if you're wondering why I'm stopping abruptly when there's more cutting in to do, that's why there is a method to my madness, and I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible on myself and not make it harder than it should be.
Put down in the comments below what your spring projects are. Do you have different projects in mind? What do you have going on? What would you like to get done? What do you think will get done, and what what do you think you probably won't get to yet again for another season? If you're like me, and I knew this was going to happen, but winter flew by, which I'm so excited about because, if I have sheep, and I just get high anxiety in the wintertime because I have nothing to feed them. So I rely on feed stores to have the particular hay that they eat throughout the winter months. So now that the grass is starting to come up, it just brings a peace to me to allow them to get out of their pen and free graze for hours upon hours, to watch them chew their cud on our front porch, and I can see them through our living room windows. It's just such a neat, calming experience. I just absolutely adore having sheep. I never thought I would be a shepherd, but here we are, and I now can't see myself any other way. I absolutely adore these sweetie babies. I just can't handle how absolutely cute they are, and they just bring nothing but happiness to the homestead. And I just love looking out my windows and seeing them graze in the field, or their little heads pop up over the windows, chewing their cud. It looks like they're squinting or closing their eyes and just smiling. It's just like chewing bubble gum. It's just such a sweet visual to have, and I just feel so blessed to have them. But anyway, tell me what your spring projects are. I don't necessarily know that we have like a checklist because we are still building, so obviously the entire homestead is my spring my spring checklist. I would love to have the entire homestead done by spring, but that's very, very doubtful, especially because now we have so much other stuff to do. Like, T would really like to build a tool shed. We also need an area designated specifically for our bee supply, like all of our equipment, our clothing for bees, maintaining the beehives, things like that. Extra hive boxes, like all of that good stuff we need to be able to have a place for, and right now we just don't. So that's also being collected up in the spare bedroom. So that spare bedroom is getting pretty utilized for everything but what it's intended for. So right now we don't have a room for guests to come and sleep, but I'm praying that soon, at least this year soon, like at some point, we can get to the point where we can have sleepover guests. That would be so nice.
I don't know if you could see it, but it's snowing. It's time to move the furniture so I can get the rest of this painted.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
You want to hear something funny? Do you see where I'm painting right here? I never go back to that spot, that little ledge, internal, like doorway part. I never go back to it, like still to this day. And I didn't even notice until literally a couple of nights ago. It's just the lighting right there. No matter if it's sunny or at night with the lights on, it's facing a weird angle. So no matter how you look at it, there's like a dark shadow cast upon it. So you don't know I had to really look close to even realize that it never got painted. And I just never, even after noticing it, even with my OCD, I never had the motivation to go back and just give it a couple of swipes. So who knows how much longer? Maybe take a poll in the comments to see how long it'll take me to actually go back, retro back. Is that what that's called? Retro back, revert back. Anyway, come back to that project and finish that little doorway. That is so funny. It's just the little ledge part on the left-hand side is what I didn't finish. And the entire bathroom is painted and the entire bedroom is now painted. And that one little strip is not painted. So take a poll to see how long it'll take me to finally get out a paintbrush and finish it off. It's so funny.
I never claimed to be a genius. Why am I continually moving this ladder when I can just put the extender on the pole? I like doing things the hard way.
I don't think there was ever a truer statement ever made. I definitely do not pick easy projects, and I definitely don't pick the easier route to take. It seems like on any project, for really T or I, there always seems to be an obstacle or a way that we should have done better, like used a tool, something. There's always something that could have made our lives so much easier, but when you're in it, you're just not thinking about it. Like for me, I just want to get in, get my hands dirty, and get the thing done. I don't want to spend 5,000 years on a 1-hour project, because my back and my time, like my time is very valuable. My time is spread very, very thin here with all of the responsibilities and chores and duties and things that I have going on. So I'm spread very thin. I just want to get to my projects, get them done. And sometimes even T doesn't understand my way of thinking because he's like, wow, how did you do that so fast? Listen, I have something in my mind that needs to get done. I get the thing done and I move on. He likes to plan and plot, and it can take him, I'm not kidding you, if for a simple, like let's even say the closet, for example, he has to have a whole philosophical essay written, a whole short story before he'll even start the project. So he makes things so much harder on himself because he doesn't just dive right in. So he's like, but that's good because he's like very detail oriented. I'm detail oriented too, but my priority is getting the project done. So I don't take the time to think about different steps, which I know bug him. I just get in there and get it done with whatever I have available to assist me in that. So it may or may not be the right way, but really when it comes to projects, isn't the right way, that's just an opinion. So my right way is maybe not your right way, but it doesn't mean my right way is wrong, and it doesn't mean his right way is wrong. It just means we have a different way to go about doing things. But with all that said, I like to just get in, dive in, and get it done. And there might be obstacles in the way, but there's also obstacles in his way too. No matter how much planning, you can't plan for, things that suddenly come up. You just never, ever know. So even with the extensive amount of planning that he does, he still doesn't set himself up to where something, it's not going to go 100% right. So I don't know, what kind of a project person are you? Are you the type that has to plan and plan and plan the thing to death? Or do you just kind of jump in and figure things out as you go, because that's my way of thinking. If I take too much time, because of how my brain is, if I take too much time to think about all the details, it would be way too overwhelming for me, and I will never start the project. So because I'm OCD, I have to just get in there and do it, and I can't overwhelm myself with all of the details. So comment below what type of person you are.
It is still snowing, and it's actually sticking. 800 years later, I still need to clean the room and put all this stuff away. And then now my husband is going to install these floors, hopefully this week. He hasn't actually said, but I'm hoping it's this week. But the room is painted and it is still snowing. See if you can see it. And it is starting to stick a little bit. We're supposed to get 8 to 10 inches. We'll see if that actually happens. Ooh, gotta shut this door. It's chilly.
We ended up getting about 6 to 7 inches of snow. I wish I would have recorded, but I was on a project that entire day, and I'm so sad. But anyway, here is the finished painted master bedroom. Sorry for the clutter. I wish I had a better after video for you with the bed all made and all pretty, but maybe one day. I could only hope, right? If you made it this long, maybe put a little house emoji down in the comments below. And if you did make it this long, that means you kind of liked hanging out with me. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hang out for a while. I would love to have you around and be a part of the family. And do remember to click like on the video. It helps my small channel out. And always remember, be blessed and be a blessing. Bye.